I love Pac-Man. I feel like I don't need to tell you who Pac-Man is, but I will anyway. Pac-Man stars an arcade machine in the 80s that became so popular it had numerous spin-offs from games, TV shows, and even pasta.
I'm beat. And I'm hungry.
Thank goodness for new Pac-Man pasta from Chef Boyardee.
New Pac-Man pasta?
One of them obviously being the Pacman World series. Now, Pacman World 2 is a platformer that came out in the early 2000s for PS2, Xbox, GameCube, and even Game Boy Advance, although that came out like 2 years after the game came out, but whatever. I remember playing this game a lot growing up. It was pretty fun, but going for everything is a hell I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, how could a game based off a little yellow guy who eats dots of fruit be that hard? Well, I'll show you, as I 1% Pacman World 2. So in order to 1% the game, I need to get all 189 tokens, with each level having 8 to find, 1 for getting all the collectibles, aka Pac Dots, Fruit, and Galaxians, and 1 for beating the time trial, totaling 10 per level, with exception of 1 level, but we'll get to that. With all that out of the way, time to go over the story. So the game starts with the ghosts ghosting around Pac Village. Pinky wanting some dick, Inky getting smacked, Clyde being scared, and Blinky smacking Inky. After all that, the ghosts start messing with the golden fruit tree, and after removing all the fruit, our main villain Spooky is freed and starts plotting his revenge. The next day, Professor Pac tells Pac-Man that he now has to collect all the golden fruit and stop Spooky, because he's apparently the only one that could do it. And so with that, Pac-Man's world adventure begins. This is sort of the main hub where you can use your tokens you collect throughout the game to unlock cool stuff, but we'll get into that once I collect more tokens. So after a quick explanation about how health and lives and stuff works, we're free to leave the village, ending our first level, and we're done. That was easy. Just kidding. We still have to collect everything. It's a pretty easy little area with nothing too hard in it besides these annoying ass roofs that keep rolling off. Shit, fuck, ass, teeth. Alright, looks like I got everything. Wait, how do I get up there? Oh no, there's no way. Oh god, oh no, there's no way up there. Oh god, is the challenge already over? I can't believe I can't even complete the first level. Oh. After using the telescope to get on Professor Pac's house, we collect the last of the stuff, and we complete the level. Now, Pac Village isn't technically a level, especially since it's the only level without a time trial, totaling only 9 tokens to collect, unlike the 10 you'll find later on in every level. So, let's start the actual first level, shall we? This first level is a pretty bare basics tutorial.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
You break some boxes to beat some bare basic enemy. Oh shit! Revel up a hill, hit a switch, ride a trail, jump over some plants, up every box, swim the pond, open up the chest, become metal, and we're done. Now that the first level's done, we get the last 2 tokens I missed and we're done. Next. Time to start jumping over these chaotic canyons and witness the almighty It's time to fight! After defeating the Mega Dog, we get our first Galaxian of the game. There are 15 Galaxians in the game, each one having a themed maze based on the level they're found in. Anyone who's ever played Pac-Man knows what a maze is. You just run around and eat the dots and you win. In order to collect the Galaxian, you have to complete the maze, obviously. If you somehow manage to lose, you have to replay the whole level again to get in their shop, so be careful with that. After beating the maze and stealing an apple from this baby Yoshi, I decided to backtrack to see I missed a token. Alright, time to do a trick shot at... Oh. Anyway, collecting more fruit. Oh god, he has a gun! After disarming the active shooter, it's time to deal with more canyon chaos. Oh look, a new power-up. The Shrink Pellet. Whoa, it shrinks Pac-Man, helping you get through small gaps? I can't wait to see how this power-up is used in the future. Okay, level done. After killing a bug and jumping across... We take in the view as we ride up the waterfall, swimming up the river, and collecting the fruit. Becoming metal to get our next Galaxian, and completing the pond maze. Now we have to red roll across these pits. Luckily, I'm a pro. With this final jump, I missed a damn cherry. With this final jump, we're done. It's time for the first boss, Blinky's Frog. Wait. That's not Blinky, that's Clyde. Okay, on the real note, it always bugged me that the World Series got Blinky and Clyde mixed up for some reason. I always wondered why that happened. And after looking it up, I found out it wasn't just the Pacman World Series that got it wrong. According to the Pacman Wiki, they call it the Clyde and Blinky error. It's been a consistent error that started around the Namco Museum games for the PS1. Oh, sorry to keep you waiting. Back to the game. Clyde starts the fight like, my frog is so cool, you can't butt bounce on it. And Pac-Man's like, bet. And after hitting the tongue with some butt bounces, Clyde's like, ha, now it's metal, what are you gonna do now? But Pac-Man's like, ooh, shiny. So Pac-Man rev rolls into his mouth and it blows up. With the first boss defeated, we earn our first golden fruit, the golden cherry. Now that we have a lot of tokens, time to explain what they're for. Back in Pac Village, there are 2 houses you can enter, the arcade and the museum. Sadly, the museum is under construction and it can only be opened when 150 tokens are collected. So for now, let's talk about the arcade. The arcade is full of classic Pac-Man games that we all know and love, that you can play when you collect enough tokens. For 10, you unlock Pac-Man, the OG. For 30, Pac-Attack, the OG, but with puzzles. For 100, Pac-Mania, the OG, but with jumping. And finally, for a ridiculous 180 tokens, Miss Pac-Man, the OG, but with woman. Now that we know what we're working towards, let's get back to the game. Starting the first of the forest levels, we get introduced to a new type of platform called the Bedoings. Bedoings are platforms that bedoing you high in the air, or in specific directions when you butt bounce off of them. After a little practice in a safe area, we bedoing our way over to the treetops, landing on a branch. With some tree hopping, we reach the top, hit a button, and another one pops up at the bottom. Now we run back to hit that button, and ride the trail back up. Now cross the gap and collect an apple to open a chest to get a Galaxian. With the forest maze completed, we move on.
After a surprise bug jump scare.
With the bug jump scare done with, we bedoing our way to even more bedoings. Well, not before clearing an epic triple ramp. We eat some goes, eat more goes, but this time they cheat.
Oh, fuck off.
And we're done. We start another level by expertly avoiding a buzzsaw, bedoing it and dodging another buzzsaw, some more buzzsaws, then a flawless climb up this tree. Oh, damn it! Anyway, bedoing this, sawing that, until I reach the crossroads. Do I go left to big tree, or do I go right to double tree? I decided to go to double tree first. This was a big mistake. In fact, the pack guards gave me a second chance to right my wrongs. Too bad I never learned. More tree climbing and token railing.
Give me the damn thing.
Or we make our way to the top and see that it's the end of the level. We backtracked to...
Oh, I went the wrong... No!
We backtracked the other way, trying to climb up this tree with no problems. Another Galaxian, another forest maze, yada yada. And with one final backtrack, we're done. The final forest level, but this time at night. We start with cooking Pac-Man like a baked potato. Fuck, no! Now we turn down the heat, get some fruit on the way back. Oh, my Pac-Man's undercooked. Let me just... Oh shit, I forgot the foil! For real, why did it turn back on? This is a big noob trap. After finding a chest with an epic gamer move, we make the jump, grab the apple, make our way back, start the last forest maze, this time at night. And with that, we're... Again? Anyway, we're continuing on, collecting stuff, thinking about my life choices. Rolling down a slide. Oh, look at all that stuff over there. I'll get it later. Now the bedoing our way through these woods at night, climbing around a tree to find some more foil to finish our baked potato. Finally, we got some more bouncing, more batting, and more regret. I'll get it later. You got a little backtracking. Yay! I got everything. Oh, level fun fact. There's a secret path that, besides letting you fall into an endless black void, leads you to a token and a bunch of extra lives. As long as you don't collect the checkpoint before collecting the extra lives, they respawn over and over again. This level is the perfect grinding spot for all the extra lives you will ever need. You know, just in case the game becomes a living nightmare. Alright, it's boss time! Alright, we got Inky's Blade-O-Matic, the second boss. Instead of a frog, we get a big ghost robot thing, which in my opinion is way easier than the frog, but that's not really saying much. It mainly shoots saws and charges into you, but that doesn't really matter, because you can just brute force this boss by just reveling into it over and over again before it does anything. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's already dead. With the gold strawberry in hand, we move on to Snowland. But before we enter the Great White North, we have to talk to the Pacanian Border Patrol. Oh, howdy doody there, Pac-Man. It's about time you showed up. There's a lot of ghosts around this here mountain. You better look out. Okay, bye, love you. With that quick chat out of the way, time to go on a... We start the level by admiring this funny little cold idol animation, and find off Reverends with a good old Rev Bounce combo. With some bedoinging and exploring, we find the craziest thing ever. The only other shrink pellet in the whole game. After shrinking into this cave, we find an icy labyrinth. Alright, enough exploring, time for the main part of the level. As the name of the level suggests, we'll be traveling up an icy river with a skip and a jump and avoiding the freezing water, and the scariest enemy in all of gaming, ice physics. Oh look, an avalanche! With a couple of slippery secrets and janky fish boxes, we keep on trucking. Man, jumping for this pack that is really annoying. Well, at least I can take my time. Besides the risk of slipping down the river, Pac-Man, come back! And all these stupid dots. Damn it. Damn it. Oh man. All that's left to do is... Oh my god, he's back! Alright, I'm over that bit. God, that's one ugly statue. Anyway, start the level with some ghost chomping and... Wait! I know this camera angle anywhere. It's a Boulder Chase level! This is not a drill, we got a Code Bandicoot! We have to run away from a big snowball by collecting dots and fruit, which isn't the hardest thing to do, but... mistakes happen. With a narrow escape, we smash the boxes and hit the checkpoint crate. Oh wait, wrong game. After another snowball, we jump across these snowy pillars and deal with a rematch with our dreaded enemy, Ice. Damn you, Ice! After some more bedoinging and ice, we make our way back to land. Alright, time for a fun game. So this is my second attempt playing through the level, and I was missing some apples and stuff. You wanna know where one of the apples I missed was? Why are you up there? God, what a dickish place to put. Ooh, a 1-up. With some wicked air, we ran into some more rams. You know, can we take a sec to appreciate that these rams are the only enemy in the whole game that use a move that you use against you? Because I think that's pretty cool. Don't jump on a cliff and do another maze. Wait, why is this one covered in water when the last one was really about going up a river? We continue through this cave and start another Bandicoot moment. This time with falling icicles. Ooh! Now some of the crates are armored, which means you need to belly flap them. Luckily, there are these conveniently placed dash panels that— damn it! Wrong game again! In this last section, there are these blowy guys that can push you forward. But I wouldn't use them, because 9 times out of 10, this happens. With a narrow escape. I said, with a narrow escape, we make it to another checkpoint. Oh, it sounds like it's time for another funny level fact. Did you know that this specific checkpoint removes a pack dot from your total if you die? See? Which means once you hit this point, if you die, you have to replay the whole level again if you want to 100% it. But why? It's because of this pack dot trail before the checkpoint. You see, you touch the checkpoint before eating the last pack dot, and since the trail doesn't respawn once you activate a checkpoint, the last pack dot is gone forever. So now you know that this level is stupid. So with that in mind, we push through this really bad oversight and finish the level. Before starting the final level, we actually run into the Pacanian Border Patrol again. Oh, there you are! Wait, oh no, I don't remember what voice I gave him. Oh, there you are, Pac-Man. I completely forgot to tell you about the shortcut up here. Sorry about that. Anyway, here I have some ice skates. This level is really simple. You just skate down a mountain, speeding off ramps to clear gaps, collecting fruit, maybe some dots. Hey, you even enter a cool looking monster face cave thing. But 100%ing it though, since you gotta get everything in one run, and a level where you have to go fast, with collectibles that are easy to miss, what could possibly go wrong? First, it demands perfection. If you hit the jumps at the wrong angle, or just tilt the control stick a degree too much, you're missing a dot and have to restart. B, you don't know what's inside these boxes, so half the time you might be restarting just for a token, or you might be restarting for a fruit. You don't really know until you actually break open the box. There was a fucking fruit! And 3, there's a chest right here for no reason. What's it for? What's in it? Just some health. This chest would make me mad, but Pac-Man trying to walk with ice skates on amuses me. Here's a death montage. Oh no, no! No! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Oh, you even fuck! Damn it! Ah! Why isn't the fucking A button working? What? What? Fuck you, game. Fuck you. I hope you enjoyed the montage. Oh yeah, there's a maze here. You skating it. That's cool, I guess. Okay, boss time. It's just Inky's ghost robot, but this time it shoots snowballs instead of buzzsaws. Ooh. We get the golden apple. Next, after that copy and paste boss, it's time to head. We start the first volcano level in a temple and shimmy across this icy ledge, where we run into a new enemy, the Pukas, which comes from another Namco franchise, Dig Dug. And like in Dig Dug, they explode! With some platforming and rev rolling, we find a new maze. Wow! This maze is fire! I'm sorry. Continuing on, we run into another new enemy? A plant that spits Pukas at you? This is the only one in the whole game. After we cause the extinction of that plant species, we keep platforming and rev rolling till we reach the actual inside of the volcano, with lava and lava monsters that shoot fireballs at you. But they move so slow that it's stupid easy to avoid them. With the annoying steam geyser bit,
No. Oh my god!
and even more platforming, we complete the level. Now this level is pretty complex, sorta. After armoring up through some steam and avoiding another lava monster, like seriously, who would get hit by this guy? We reach the main area where you have to hit switches to lower the lava to reach the end of the level. So with a rev roll, we start the first trial. We're up to cross over lava to reach the switch. Luckily, with the power of metal, we can walk on lava. Just be careful not to sink into it, or let it gimp your jump. With some jumps across these Hershey Kisses, we lower the lava with the first button. Let's just rewind and make our way to the next trial. Whoa! Is that a red plate? Red plates are a Pacman World staple. They were everywhere in the first game. They are platforms that move or do things when you rev on them. It's so weird that this is the only time we see them in this game. After some tricky jumps, we encounter another Pacman World classic, the Caveman! With another switch oh shit, I think I missed something back there. Let me just... Now for the final trial, where we have to avoid steam while moving across these ledges that has one of the dumbest fruit placements I've ever seen. At least we found a maze with a nice vibe. With the final button, we can finally complete this level. Well, not before getting sneak attacked by the lava. Done! I missed one fucking dot? How the fuck did I miss one? So after a little bit of jumping, we reached this big room where we had to jump all the way over here to get some metal to kill the easiest enemy in the whole... Ah! Like seriously, who would get hit by this guy? Killed this lava enemy that can only be killed with the metal power up, We gotta hit this thing, go back over here to hit that thing, which activates this thing, so that way we can ride up to leave this thing. Room. Whatever. Now with the fork in the road, we must abide by the golden rule. We go right because left is not right. Now on the left path, we got some pack dots, and the sickest dunk you'll ever see.
Slithering. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Wait, where did that collection come from? Maze done. Now the use of Bedoring to... What? With the wrong path done, we go to the right left path. Now we continue with some more wading, yeah, some more jumping, yeah. Don't forget the spider squashing, yeah. Now for the slides. The slides are so hard to control. It takes like a year to turn, leading to fall off really easily.
Oh my god!
And the level's done. Alright, time to fight Blinky. That's his name. His name is Blinky. Oh great, the same boss for the third time is what I would say, but no, this one's different. Unlike the other two, you can't rev roll into it. You got no choice but to dodge the onslaught of fireballs and the fire from said fireballs. Then, avoid him charging at you, that also leaves fire behind, while sometimes having to rev roll over these platforms to hit him. This boss is a pretty big difficulty spike for the game. I remember being stuck on this boss for weeks when I was little. Yeah! But look at me now. By the last phase of the fight, it's just a non-stop barrage of fire. Look at it! Look at it! But with strategy and luck,
Hey, let me hit you! Okay.
we make it through, earning the golden pair. Pair of these nuts. It's time for the water world, and you know what that means? Fish orgy. You're constantly moving forward, and with the ridiculous amount of mines, eels, explosives, and sharks in the level. Oh yeah, and don't forget the extremely loose tank-like controls. With collectibles that are hard to get, what could possibly go wrong? Honestly, besides these two dot trails being annoying to get, it wasn't that bad. I mainly died to the level throwing all this bullshit at me. Like, how am I supposed to get past this? Oh, and the jellyfish hurt you too, by the way. Oh, we got a maze. It got sharks in it. But yeah, there's just mines, and more mines everywhere. There's too many mines. That means we beat the level. Shark attack is just scuba dooba again. But now with torpedoes! And more sharks, I guess. I can mix the footage from both these levels and you wouldn't even know. I could be doing it right now. Anyway, here's the pipe maze. After some more projectile spam, another level down. Professor Pac shows up out of nowhere, warning us about Spooky's naval fleet. When did he get that? He gives us the Pac Sub to help fight him off. The Pac Sub can shoot torpedoes that destroys the mines, ghost subs, and crab ghost subs throughout the level. Torpedoes aren't the only thing you got though. You can also find screen nukes and machine gun power-ups throughout the level. Oh, I almost forgot about the pipes that leak oil when you shoot them. Now with that out of the way, this is the worst level in the game. This level has like 3 parts to it. The mines, ghost subs, and then the pipes. This loops about 3 times, then the level ends or so. This level only has 20 cherries, 5 oranges, and 2 apples. You can find cherries around the mines, oranges from destroying ghost subs, and apples around the pipes. Now here's the problem. Everything in this level is random. It's randomly generated, or procedurally generated, or whatever you call it. The point is, it's random. When do the cherries spawn? Random. Which subs do you have to shoot to get the oranges? Random. When do the apples show up? Random. What? All the token spawns? Random! What makes it worse is if you die too many times, the level starts to break and starts mixing shit together, making it impossible to collect everything. And if you miss anything in the level, it doesn't respawn. So you better be on your A game finding all the fruit. Plus, when you get hit, the sub spins out, and when you try to fire your torpedoes, they shoot off in random directions, making you unable to use them until you gain control again. So that's fun. And to top it all off, my recording fucked up halfway through the level. But you know what's funny about that? Nothing of value was lost. Literally just 30 minutes of me swimming through nothing. Let's just move on to the next level. Professor Pac shows up again to warn us about the upcoming boss, the Mega Whale. This boss is really simple. Just shoot off the propellers while dodging all the mines and subs and stuff. And also the propellers. After dealing with some mega mines, the last propeller is down, which gains us the golden bananas, the last of the golden fruit, and make our way to the final world of the game, Ghost Island. To start off Ghost Island, we got a new gimmick. Roller skates! They don't add much. You just move a lot faster and looser, I guess. For the level itself, it starts pretty normal. You jump around, collect stuff, avoiding ghosts, yada yada, the usual. Oh look, the boardwalk even collapses, adding extra challenge. Oh look, there's a maze. Look at the maze. Look how cool the maze is. Then you get to another one of the worst parts of the game. What happens when you combine the precision of Blade Mountain and the RNG of Yellow Pac Marine? You get what you peck and deserve! 3 jumps. These 3 jumps are from hell, which is fitting, I guess, since with all the devil ghosts around. But still, you have to follow the curve perfectly to get every dot 3 times in a row. If you just miss once, you gotta die again, wait, and die again. Over and over and over. What makes it worse is the RNG of the platforms. See, the boardwalks never fall the same way twice, or at least that's how it feels. Depending on where and how you land on them changes how they fall. So one wrong jump can make it harder or even impossible to collect the dots in the first place. Oh look, I got my first game over. Damn. Luckily thanks to my cool game effect, I know about this cool spot where you can regain lives and, you know, gotta redo all the level again. And let's try it again. Oh yeah, pro gamer tip if you're trying to do this for some reason. There's a life right before the checkpoint. And as I said before, if you collect a checkpoint before gaining a life, it always comes back, which means you got unlimited tries at this horrible, unforgiving, stupid ass section. Yay! After losing about 50 lives or so on this one bit, we finally make it past the 3 jumps. Now for the rest of the level, that doesn't really do anything. Oh, it's over. Night crawling, or as I like to call it, the calm before the storm, is a really easy break level in between the sandwich, which is Ghost Mountain. Ghost Mountain. Those levels' main thing is unlocking fruit chests that are everywhere in the level. You need to unlock them for power pellets for ghosts, buttons to do bunny things, and whole ass bedoings. Like I said, it's a pretty easy level. There's like one leap of faith you have to do, a mini maze that made me have to replay a level again for 1%. Oh, and for some reason, one bat enemy having an apple, which no other bat enemy ever has an apple in level. You know what? Whatever, we're done. It's time for the final level of the game. A level that tests your skill, patience, and sanity. A level that took me over an hour to complete. This is Ghost Bayou. So the theme of the final level is that the whole thing is a stupid fucking maze. That, yes, on paper is very fitting for a final Pac-Man level, but in execution leaves you asking these questions. Where am I going? How do you get over there? Fuck, did I miss something? Did I get everything? Oh god, why? And many more. We start with a free life. This is a bad sign. And a quick word with Wormwood.
Look at the hill, Pac bitch. I made this maze to fuck with you.
We walk over this big old bridge showing off a lot of the level that, no, you can't jump to because there's visible walls. After the bridge, we get to the first big hurdle. More stupid collapsing boardwalks. Now with less roller skates. Yay. Now after getting all the dots, figuring out where to go, and hoping that the RNG lets me make this precise jump. Oh, not to mention on each attempt, you gotta sit through this damn cutscene over and over again. Anyway, after making it,
I put a fence in the way. Haha.
We find a button and over the fence. Now it's time for the first instance of getting lost. Because this level is built like a Scooby chasing, we have to run around for 8 minutes making sure we found everything. Because we do not want to fucking play this level again. Anyway, we continue and Wormwood gives us a combat challenge.
You think you're a pack enough dude to defeat the skeletons? Betray them when you die.
Oh look, it's the final maze. Okay, now for another 10 minutes of nothing because I died and had to redo it all again, like 3 times. If it wasn't obvious why this level took me an hour to complete, because, you know, it being a maze, you're stuck wandering around to places you already been to make sure you didn't miss anything. And even when you're done double checking everything, you get stuck because the way forward isn't obvious. This is a terrible level. Next checkpoint, after a path with literally nothing on it, now we got warps. Just what a confusing ass maze needs. More warps. Now for some more buttons. And these ledge dots, don't forget them. Even more buttons, running around, teleporting, jumping around, running, blah, 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 done. With Wormwood's maze beaten, he dies. Spooky shows up out of nowhere being pissed that we killed the heart of Ghost Island. Probably nothing to worry about. Woo! Alright, Pac boys and girls. Time for the big finale. We make it back to Pac Village and return to Golden Fruit, gain the power of gold. Shing! Sparkle, sparkle. Spooky gets jealous of our swag and begins to rip out the fucking tree, beginning the final battle. Spooky, like a lot of other bosses, shoots funny balls at you. Blue balls, white balls, green and purple balls that linger, red balls that follow you. It even starts raining balls on you. He also spawns enemies sometimes. This boss is pretty easy once you get your movements down, and all the enemies drop health and are really easy to get rid of. Well, unless he spawns a Rev Ram, because, you know, you don't have enough time to do the funny combo. And no, you can't hide behind a tree. I tried. Anyway, with an epic song change that loops way too fast. And with a final hit, we seal him back underneath the golden fruit tree and saving Pac-Land. Yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah. But we're not done yet. We're still missing 18 tokens. So, without further ado, let's start the time trials. I feel like time trials need no explanation. Just go fast. And go fast we shall. There are a couple things I should explain. During a time trial, you can collect stopwatches or eat ghosts to freeze the clock for 2 to 4 seconds. But the thing is, they don't stack. Getting a 4 and then a 2 only gives you the 2 seconds. So sometimes you gotta be strategic on which stopwatches you collect to get the most out of them. With that out of the way, let's begin. The bare basics. Besides missing the clock first try, next. Cannon Chaos. I missed the last jump, but still easy, next. Pack Dot Pond. Almost missed it, but still got first try, next. Bedoing Woods. Another easy first try, next. Treewood Forest. I rushed too hard and died, so I took my time and strived, next. Butts in Pain. This one actually I have something to say. So this one, there's a skip that if you rev roll to these bedoings, it saves you about 30 seconds, making this an easy time trial, next. Ice River Run. This one took me a while, but once I started taking my time and actually collecting the stopwatches instead of trying to go fast, it became a lot easier. Next, Avalanche Alley. This one's pretty hard because you can't see where you're going half the time. This one demands practice and knowledge, but eventually I got it. Next, Blade Mountain. One of the levels that's terrible to 1% is actually really fun to speedrun. I did have to redo it, but as long as you grab all the stopwatches and don't get hit, you should make it just fine. Next, Into the Volcano. Took me a couple tries besides these tricky jumps here and there. It was pretty easy. Next, Volcanic Panic. There's a lot to do in this level. With some smart rev rolls and the use of the Mel power-up to skip some of the longer sections, you can beat this time trial with time to spare. Next, Magma Opus. This one also might be challenging, but with a well-placed rev roll, you can skip the second room, saving an easy 40 seconds. A couple more rev roll skips of the sliding section and bam, you can get this over a minute underneath the target time. Scuba Duba. Figuring out where to dash in the water levels is really important, but once you get the route down, you can get it done. Next, Shark Attack. I managed to do this first try. Sweet. Next, Yellow Pac Marine. As long as you collect every stopwatch you see, you can probably get this on your first try like I did. Next, Haunted Boardwalk. Another terrible level to 1% that's actually fun to speedrun. I love this trial, very fun and fast. Next, Night Crawling. This one was pretty close, but I managed to do it first try. Next, Ghost Bayou. This one took me the longest to get, but not for the reason you think. The bridge part at the beginning has those invisible walls I talked about that block you from beating the level under a minute. But if you revel like this, you can skip 90% of the level. I spent 20 minutes trying to get this one skip, but it was worth it. There's a couple of revels, you can beat this level in a minute. Like I did. Kind of. Oh my god. I did it. I got all 189 tokens. Alright, let's just return back to Pac Village. Oh, look at that. The golden fruit are on the tree when you complete the game. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, we also have enough tokens to go to the museum. The museum is just full of concept art for the game. Still a pretty cool reward though. Oh my god. What the fuck is that? Now for the moment I've been waiting for. Now I can finally play Miss Pac-Man. This was not worth it. Well, I did it. I 100% Pacman World 2. Despite going through hell to get everything, I still love this game. I think at the end of the day, if you're a Pac-Man fan and you have like 2 hours to kill, give this game a shot. I'm sure you like it just as much as I do. Would I recommend 100%ing it? No, obviously. I am never 100% this game again. I hope you enjoyed my video on Pacman World 2. Now help me raise my self-esteem by like, commenting, and subscribing. Well, until next time, bye-bye!